Today we are going to see some of the examples. Here is one example of IoT device where it's used in agriculture. So plants need watering in humid days. So it's very difficult for farmers to go and check for if it is a very huge field, it's very difficult for them to go and check each of the plants. So what they can do is they can put some of the sensors, and the sensors can give us notification using the Wi-Fi network connected to it. So this can automatically notify if the soil temperature is very high or the moisture is very low. So we need to water the plant. So automatically we can have it in our tab or notification system in our mobile phone. So farmers can be benefited with this kind of application that they can water the plant automatically. Here is some more examples of uh, how they actually use this kind of applications on hardwares. Those can automatically give us the notification to the cloud. And another one is the plant watering system. So the advantages of this automated system is, of course, communication. We get the notification right away, and it increases the efficiency. Whereas for the disadvantages is the compatibility. We cannot say like everywhere it is suitable. Maybe some places that has lack of internet or Wi-Fi connections, we cannot have the compatibility to set up this kind of applications. Some may feel it's very complex, so we need to train people, and some may need some privacy. Whenever we are connected to the internet, we are exposed. So some farmers or maybe some very big farm, they need privacy and they don't want to use this kind of notifications or data online so that nobody can get into this. So, and the last but not the least thing is unemployment. So if this automation comes, there are many people get unemployed and laid off. Although it's increasing efficiency, but it's also increasing the unemployment. So there are many other applications for home automation. These are called IoT systems or smart home. There are automatic appliances that can talk or communicate from machine to machine or human to machine as well. So we can see what are the things we need for a smart home. And it also saves cost and saves time and provide comfort because everything is automated. How do they work? There are some components that we need for to make a home automated. So there are sensors, there are controllers and actuators, there are buses and interfaces. I'll go one by one to make you understand how does it work. The first thing we need is sensor. So there could be different kind of sensors in a home to automate the system. For an example, we can say there is some sensors which are occupancy sensor. It means like if there are people inside the room, it may already give notification or it already knows that the room has some people in it. So if there is no one, it can do certain tasks as well. So depending on what kind of input it takes through the sensor, it can do a certain level of task. So suppose if we want to adjust the lights or turn off the lights when there are no people, this occupancy sensor can help and reduce the energy consumption in that room. Window contact setbacks, these are also like if there are some instructions that you need to turn off the window automatically or the doors or the balcony is left open mistakenly, it can also close it depending on the sensor that you use. There are some more like heating bulb. So this controls the temperature in the room. Then there are wall switches, which are smart already. You can control it with the mobile phones. And then room temperature sensor, it is like whenever it's heating up, it can cool down the room, and also if it is very cooling down too much, it can also reduce the temperature or increase the heater to make the people inside the room comfortable. So these are automated system that works with sensors. So how can we control those sensors? We of course need an interface. It could be using a mobile phone or laptop or tab. So we have all the automated sensors or applicate or the IoT devices has application with it. So in each application, you can plug in or control the lights, including it. So you can see in this, if you have an application with this mobile phone, so there are kitchen lights and front door and kitchen TV. So you can turn on and turn off depending on the sensors that is plugged in or added to this application. So these devices could be wired or wireless, depending on what you want to use it. It depends on the system you want to build in your home. And actuators, these are the devices that comes with the IoT system. So not only the sensors, there could be devices like lights or automated coffee machine or the smart TVs or temperature. These can help, and these are called actuators. So this receives the signals and can do such work for you. And to control this kind of actuators, we have a voice control system or Google or Apple assistive systems, which we can control it by our voice or maybe mobile phones, etc. So there are some pros and cons for this smartphones. Of course, it saves energy and also it's a better security control. But of course, when we do something like this, for the first thing, it comes with a laziness. So we don't want to get up from the bed. We want to do everything sitting on the bed or a chair. And so it increases the laziness. But sometimes it's difficult to adapt also. For young generations or this generation, I might say like people can adopt the technology very quick. But for the older, they have difficulties to adapt, and these things are expensive. The systems, maybe the smart plugs or smart lights are very cheap. You can try on, but there are many automated systems. Those are cost effective and very costly. In future, many people are going to use and make it a smart home. So let's see some more interesting examples on agriculture. So in many countries, they use drones to do the agriculture system and to automate the agriculture system. So I'll show you some of the examples. Like they uses sensors, as I told you in the beginning, like to see the moisture of see the humidity level, and it can send the notification to the farmer. Similarly, we can have some of the devices like this. So there are devices that can detect the temperature, and also there are plugs or devices that are underneath the surface. So these are multi-sensors, and also it can detect the temperature and already monitor how the plants are growing. So these sensors helps to see the temperature of the soil and humidity, and sends all the information and stores everything in the cloud. So drones can help in many ways. The most important thing, it can help us with a bird's eye view. We have a very big field, and we need to see what is going on in the field. It's very difficult to go and walk to the whole area. So if we can use the drone, we can see which area is having some less production, or which area is having a good production. So this can automatically have the data in it and can give us the percentage of how is it working. So it can monitor and record in real time. It can also send the collected data, and we can also have a forecast like how it's going to help us in the future. So if we collect the data for one season and then the next season and then the next season, we can have a collection of data, and we can also have a forecast of how we should change or how we should improve our productivity using the technology. So drones really helps with many sensors and many devices. If we have like this kind of farming, like driverless tractors, we have tractors, but those farmers can hardly afford those kind of tractors. So if those could be driverless and that can plow or monitor the whole farm, it could reduce and also it could be less fatigue for a farmer to grow. There are more important things like we can grow um, plants inside or indoors. So how does it work? Like we can use artificial lights. Artificial lights means you can see this kind of lights, RGB kind of light. We this can help to grow the plant. So we don't need the sunlight directly. We can create the sunlight or create the uh, amount of UV it needs, and then we can produce it indoors as well. So this is fully automated and human labor not needed. So it provides the best condition to grow artificially any plants. These are, we can say like this is the future of computer science and agriculture. We can use drones, we can have artificial lights, and then we can have machine vision techniques to monitor the farming and all. And if we talk about the automation system in industry, it's very interesting because there are many, many industries in Bangladesh that they are using these automation systems to have many productions at one go. So industrial, the benefits of this industrial automation is it of course improves the quality, and human cannot work like 24/7, but the automated system can do and produce many products at lower cost as well. So yes, people gets laid off, but if you think about the precision and flexible or fast pace, high productivity, we always go for the automation, and that also improve the speed to market so that we can earn more money throughout this efficiency. Let's talk about the types of industrial automation. There are a few types. First one is fixed automation. This is from the name you already know, like it is specialized for only one product style. So suppose if you want to produce Pepsi. Pepsi has uh, just one style, right? If we talk about the can only, so the can design is same, the specifications and size and length, everything is same. This is one product style. So if we have this fixed kind of automation, this can produce many products at one go. So it automatically assemble the machines and do the rest of the things. So for huge number of production, this is very good automation system. But it is difficult to change from one product style to another because it only can do one kind of style. So to change this type of things, there are a few other types of industrial automation. This is called programmable automation. It means like you can change the style with some additional programming in it. So suppose in the same Pepsi can, I want something different for some seasons. Suppose the Barbie theme. There was this Barbie theme, right? So I wanted a pink color Pepsi can at that time. So we can program that theme for a certain number of period, a certain number of time, and we can change the style of that product. So again, it's a fixed automation, but we can program it for the style change. So the production rate of course, will be less than the fixed automation because fixed automation doesn't need to think about or reprogram for another style. So there are many examples of robots that can do it automatically for the industry. So another type, we can talk about flexible automation. This one is the extension of the programmable automation process. So if we have like a variety of products we need to produce, this can be the one that could be used. So more production rate than the programmable automation because this is the advanced one from the programmable automation. So it can change the style from one to another without time loss because it's the one that can do multiple tasks. So robot arms is one of the example, and that can be also programmed to assume multiple tasks. Like if we want to insert screw, then we want to drill holes, and then we want to do some other accessories plugged in together to do the assembly line. So this kind of robotic arms can also work with a flexible automation. So one thing can do multiple tasks. Integrated automation, it is like that includes the total manufacturing system. So it's not like only doing one task or changing the style. It's doing from start to end, everything automated. So no manpower needed at all. So this process can finish one product from start to end. So there are some examples like pharmaceutical companies, they use this kind of robotic arms, which can use like and produce many products at one go. So what happens is why do we use this kind of automation or robots to have like lesser space utilization? Just imagine if you have many people working in the same place. We need a huge space, so if we have just one arm like this, one desktop or desk is enough to do a multiple task, right? And there is no labor turnovers, and we can have like better waste management systems. We can have like lower operating cost and all. So it increased the productivity so much that you can produce many uh, products with the automated system. There is an example of flexible manufacturing system. So you can see the robots, it's huge, right? So as I said, like it depends on the region. Like if we have less labor, we can use this kind of machine and produce many things. So there are many big companies, many big industries, they use this kind of robots to have all the production so quick, and it's speed up to go to the market as soon as it is finished. So the future of industrial automation is like it's gonna, of course, it will be fully automated. No, only maybe one person or a few people needed to monitor the whole system because sometimes the automation systems go or the machine malfunctions. So to have multiple functional robots associated with the human workers, we need an automation system for the industries. We can talk about financial technology as well. This call, in short, is fintech. So this is all about the retail banking, investment management, everything included the financial technology. So one of the currency is called, this is a hype, like a cryptocurrency. This is a technology that people are using to earn money. So this is called a digital or virtual currency. So it doesn't have like a currency. You just cannot say like taka or dollar or rupees, anything. It can be converted to any currency whenever you want to take out the cash. So it is called a digital currency. So one of the example is bitcoins. You already heard about this thing. It is outside the government control and the central authorities. So you don't need to pay tax, or you don't have to answer to the government to for these things. And also the algorithms they use to safeguard your currency is encrypted. It's not limited to a single country. It can be many countries, and it does not require any bank account, so that again the government control is not there, because you don't have a bank account. You have a different account you can reimburse your money from. And sometimes it allows illegal activities like money laundering and tax evasion, but many people are getting benefited and trying to earn more money using this bitcoins. So this is one of the example of financial technology. You also already know about this kind of applications as well, like Bcash, Nogod, Telecash. We use this kind of applications in Bangladesh to transfer money and then do financial transactions as well. So these are under fintech in Bangladesh. So if we think about the future of the fintech, of course, it is taking more people are using this kind of technology than just using the bank accounts. You can only have Bkash, and then you can already do the transaction of money, right? So this is helping us, and many young generation they're using this kind of technology nowadays. And this is the last topic of this lecture. This is about tech field, or we can say this is the technology which is based on the finance as well. So this technology, uh, these are basically financial services from some funds. They provide some financial solutions to the people. So if we talk about Google, Facebook, Amazon, or Instagram, you may see like you can pay using those kind of application. Also, they can lend you money. You can use their application to pay. You can also have some financial activities, just not keeping yourself into the bank accounts, but to these companies, and have their solutions to communicate with other people or other services as well. So tech being also having actually leading the technological firms these days, and they're delivering these technology solutions all over the world. So these are some of the examples that can be used. You can see, looking at their pages and companies, that how you're gonna earn money through them or have some financial services through them. So they're not connected to some bank, but they can solely help you with their solutions if you want to have their accounts and try to do the transactions. You can lend money from them as well. So they have this better understanding of the consumer behaviors nowadays, because these financial firms are leading nowadays. So people are more getting familiarities or familiar with this kind of platforms nowadays, instead of just opening bank accounts and just depending on that. So this ends with the conclusion that we learned in this lecture is about the artificial intelligence. How is it going to help us? There are AGI, ASI. Then we have already talked about the machine vision and augmented reality. What are the difference of machine vision and computer vision? We saw about the autonomous vehicle. How does it work with the cameras, lidar, radar, and 360-degree cameras? Then today we saw how IoT and smart home appliances are is helping us to everyday's life to ease the um, daily work. Then we also saw agricultural usage, how farmers can be benefited. So that ends our syllabus of CSE 101. And also it ends our lecture 7.